Metal Gear Solid has always been one of my favorite game series, and it's one of the main reasons I love story-driven games. The series is iconic, groundbreaking, and filled with memorable moments, which made me incredibly excited for the remake of Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eater, now called Metal Gear Solid Delta. From what we've seen so far, the game looks stunning, with incredible attention to detail, especially in its facial animations. It promises to bring a richer, more immersive experience, which only adds to my anticipation. Recently, the system requirements for Metal Gear Solid Delta were revealed, and they're higher than I expected. Given how visually impressive the game is, I wasn't too surprised to see that it requires some powerful hardware, especially since it's using Unreal Engine 5. However, these requirements are much more demanding than I had anticipated, and it's looking like the game may not be playable on the Steam Deck. While the RAM requirement might still be within the Steam Deck's capabilities, the CPU and GPU demands go well beyond what the device can handle. The minimum CPU needed is a Ryzen 5 3600 or an Intel i5 8600, and for the GPU you'll need at least an NVIDIA RTX 2060 Super. The Ryzen 5 3600 has more cores and cache than the Steam Deck's APU, while the RTX 2060 Super is much more powerful than anything the Steam Deck can support. For context, the minimum CPU requirement is the same as the one for Monster Hunter World, which struggles to run on the Steam Deck and is essentially unplayable. The minimum GPU requirement is even higher than that of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, which can only run on the Steam Deck thanks to specific optimizations by Square Enix. Unless Konami has some impressive optimizations planned, there's no way Metal Gear Solid Delta will run on the Steam Deck in a playable state. However, there might still be hope for playing the game via cloud streaming. Whether you use a more powerful PC or services like GeForce Now, streaming could provide a way to experience the game. But as far as local downloads go, it doesn't seem like the game will be playable on the Steam Deck. I'm also a bit skeptical about handheld consoles in general being able to maintain a steady frame rate. There's a chance newer handhelds with more powerful chips like the Neo 3, which features the Ryzen AI 9 HTX 370, could handle it better. But even with that extra CPU and GPU power, it'll still be a tough challenge. Metal Gear Solid Delta Snake Eater is available for pre-purchase on Steam for $69.99, but if you're hoping to play it locally on the Steam Deck, it might be best to adjust your expectations.